Kia ora, I'm Sherry Kinnear and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. Questions loom over who will foot the bill of New Zealand's climate adaptation plan. The government's unveiled a framework for dealing with the impact of rising seas, increasing heat and extreme weather. It will outline plans for abandoning areas no longer safe to live in and a funding model for the transition. Canterbury University's Bronwyn Hayward, an author for the UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, says who pays for this and how they pay is a big deal.
65% of us live within 5 kilometres of the coast, so half the country will be affected in the next 30 years by major storm and coastal inundation events.
National has dropped its tax policy after copping criticism from nearly every party in Parliament. ACT in particular argued the plan would stoke inflation by cutting taxes and increasing spending at the same time, sending a wave of cash through the economy. National disputes the idea the tax cuts would be inflationary, but its finance spokeswoman Nicola Willis has confirmed the policy was on the bench for now, with the party working on a new tax policy for the next election. Researchers are concerned about how rising prices could affect New Zealanders' well-being. The unemployment rate has defied expectations, rising from 3.2% to 3.3% in the 3 months to June. The inflation rate has surpassed expectations, reaching 7.3% in the same quarter. Auckland University business professor Robert McCulloch says while the low unemployment rate may be good for well-being, the Reserve Bank's failure to control inflation is having a negative effect.
What it should have done is that when you see inflation rising, you should try to act preemptively. You should quickly raise rates to try to stop getting it out of control.
Cautious optimism for the building sector about a new market study into residential building supplies. The Commerce Commission has been looking into competition in the sector and whether New Zealanders are paying too much for materials. It's releasing a draft report later this morning. Meanwhile, thieves breaking into Canterbury building sites are risking their lives for as little as a few $100s of scrap metal. Thieves recently smashed into a large Canterbury construction site to steal copper worth $200 from a heating unit, while causing an estimated $250,000 of damage. The site manager said the risk and reward equation was crazy. And in world news, Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan has been slammed as irresponsible. The US House Speaker was in Taipei yesterday to meet with business leaders and politicians, becoming the most senior US politician to visit in 25 years. But her visit has angered China, bringing international relations to an all-time low. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more and to stay up to date, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald. Click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.